was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos? Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find the shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but
Hello everybody, this is MFG. Welcome to the IUF1 Tier 1 Division tonight, round 13 here at Singapore. Got a good one for you guys here tonight. Championship points leads. Williams and Josh are tied at the top of the leaderboard. 264 points apiece. So that will be a battle we'll be watching all night long as you see the IUF1 schedule for Season 8. Don't forget, if you're a member of the IUF1, you can visit the IUF1 store in our Discord and order your IUF1 driver or league shirts. Help support the IUF1 as we continue our best to bring some of the best esport racing around. Got 14 here tonight, 16 maybe. Hoping got one going to join during qualifying here as guys are readying up as we are getting ready to go here round 13. Singapore under the lights. See what kind of weather we get here tonight. Last night IUF1 Lucci and his McLaren drove to victory lane in our No Assist Champions Division race. Tonight Lucius is back here trying to go 2 for 2 as he's reserving for his McLaren team tonight. We are just waiting for the guys to ready up. Get things going here this evening. Got a nice battle too also for the Constructors Championship. After 12 rounds, clock is ticking, so we're just moments away now from short qualifying. 18 minutes of qualifying here. We'll see what kind of weather Singapore brings us tonight. Last night, Champion Division qualified in the rain, but the race was completely dry. So hopefully we'll see what kind of weather the guys get here tonight. Should be a good one. Looks like qualifying is going to be dry for us at least. You see 15 drivers in. Got one or two that might make it home from working time tonight to join us during qualifying. Don't forget, here in IUF1, everybody scores points as long as you complete 90% of the race. So it's very important, especially as tight as some of these points battles are. Even if you have a bad night, to stay on the racetrack, complete the race, score as many points as you can. You can follow the IUF1 ticker at the bottom of your screen for updated points coming into Singapore. As you can see, top two in the Drivers' Championship, Josh and Williams, are tied at 260 points. So keep an eye on that battle with Kick Sauber and the Haas of Josh. Constructors battle is just as good. Alpine with just a 5-point lead over Kick Sauber. McLaren only 34 back. Haas only 44 back. So the top four the constructors title can change hands here tonight between any of the top four teams, considering the race winner gets 35 points. So if you were to sweep, you could get close to 60 something points, and you get bonus points for fastest lap or driver of the day. So there's a lot of points to be had here tonight. So we'll see how everybody does here as we looks like Josh is going to pitch. Juggernaut in the Alpine. Him and Oliveira lead here, 5 points over the two Kick Sauber. So keep that in mind as you're following today's events. I've got a lot of battles going on here tonight. You do see some drivers on the rain tires. Some drivers are doing it just to get the feel for the car. Some drivers are doing it because they are reserves. Reserve drivers in IUF1 are not allowed to qualify, so they'll waste a set of intermediate rain tires on a dry race weekend to just make sure their setups load and all that. So we got a few reserve drivers here tonight. Now we'll try to read them off to you as we come across them. As looks like the Alpine of Juggernaut, nope, got a Red Bull around. Looks like Oliveira is going to be the first one to start a lap here in his Alpine. Coming through their first 3 sectors here through turn 4. Wide arc, cuts it to the inside. Going to open that DRS down this long straightaway here. Very tight street circuit. Hopefully everybody's on their P's and Q's here during qualifying, making sure they understand which cars are on an outlap, which cars are not. Perfect Polly got his setup loaded in, and he is going to watch the rest of qualifying as he gets ready to reserve for Team Ferrari tonight. Oliveira now. Game has not added the 4th DRS that F1 gave us this past weekend in Singapore, so that is not updated in tonight's race, as Williams has gone P1 in that Kick Sauber. 127.822 time to beat, as you are still on board here with the Alpine of Oliveira. Kugo has gone P2. Kugo Jr. now P3, and Oliveira now is going to go P2 with a 128.5. Juggernaut here is going to try to save some tires. He is actually doing a lap. Must have invalidated there on them intermediate tires. Sub-Zero in the Williams here. On a lap, 127.8. Still the time to beat here as you're now riding along here with the Williams. Got a strong competition here tonight. Williams, Oliveira, Juggernaut, Perfect Polly, Josh, Emod, Meebender, all great drivers. Chance to win here tonight. Oh, I'm mistaken. Meebender, actually, if I remember correctly, Meebender won last night's Champions Division race. Not Lucci. I think Lucci came home P2. I think it was Meebender who drove his Red Bull to victory lane here at Singapore last night in our no assist division. Meebender has yet to come on track to do qualifying here tonight. Nice little tow here from the Williams. Out of the final corner comes Sub-Zero, and he is going to go P4, 130.3. Going to be interesting to see what kind of lap does Juggernaut run here on these intermediates. He is coming into the pit, so he made sure his setup felt good without wasting a set of tires, so he's not going to post lap yet. Gary's still in the pits here. Let's see. Trey out on the medium tires is out on an out lap here. Right now his teammate Williams currently sitting P1. Let's take you on board here with the kick saber of Trey here as he starts his first lap of qualifying. Emod has now put that Williams P1, 126.6. Almost 1.2 seconds ahead of the field. Great lap there by the Williams driver. Trey goes purple here in sector 1. A little wide there, missed the apex. That's going to cost him some time down this short little straightaway. Right now his teammate currently sitting P2 after Emod laid down monster of a lap there with that 126.6 here. Here comes Trey to complete his lap, and he is going to go P2, 127.6 on the medium. So great lap there by Trey. Williams here in third. Oliveira on an out lap, making his second attempt. Hugo right now in third, Sub-Zero. Josh still yet in the pits, has yet to come out. Or is he? No, Josh is on his way out now. So the Haas currently tied for the points lead now. Josh is out on the racetrack here to get his first qualifying laps, and Juggernaut on an out lap has gone to a set of sauce. Gary also out. Lucius will be retiring. He is reserving tonight. And Great Ace out on the lead, out on a lap. Meebender has yet to make an attempt. A lot of times Meebender likes to save some tires for the race, and so he'll make one attempt late. So we'll see what that Red Bull does a little later in the session. We'll give you a look here as Gary in that Ferrari getting ready to start his first attempt. Looks like Williams is ahead on an outlet. No, Williams is further astray, probably coming into the pits, and he is. So let's go find Gary here. Oh, Great Ace with the collision here. 5 grid penalty as him and Oliveira have come together. Somewhere on the racetrack we kind of missed that one, as we are now on board here with Gary. Gary starting his first official lap. Josh has now crossed the start-finish line, so we'll keep an eye on the red Ferrari of Gary, the white Ferrari of Josh, as we are now under the 8-minute mark remaining here in qualifying. 126.6, still the time to beat set by Emod in that Williams. Gary's gone purple there in sector 1 here. DRS Open on a Ferrari. Gary gone purple now. We'll see. Here comes Gary out of the final corner. Gary's gonna go up to 5th. Here comes Josh out of the final corner. What can the Haas do? Josh gonna go P2, 127.1. Sir Williams now on a lap here. Williams has fallen back to that 5th position as Juggernaut has just posted a lap of 127.2 in that Alpine. Qualifying so important here on a tight circuit, very hard to pass. Williams now 3 spots behind his rival for the championship, and Williams is going to move up a spot as he goes up to P4, just in front of his teammate here. So Trey's going to go down to P5 as Trey's on the outlap. Oliveira also on our outlap. Sub-Zero Great Ace 134. It's like Great Ace is trying to recharge that battery to make another run here. Lucius will be reserving tonight, so you will not see him post a lap. Josh brings his Haas into the pitch. Juggernaut. Williams, now Trey on a lap here. His teammate just bumped him down to P5 here. We'll see Trey posted at 127.6 on a set of mediums here, so we'll see what he can do on a set of softs here. Gone purple here in Sector 1. Top 4 in the pits. Meebender up to 6 in that Red Bull. See, these racetrack get super busy here in the next couple minutes. The guys come out to get their last attempts in, as we are coming down to that 4-minute mark here in qualifying. Trey has now gone purple. And that Kick Sauber. 127.6 is his best lap. That was posted on a set of medium tires here. So we'll see. Can he gain a second on these softs and challenge Emod for that P1 position? Here he comes through the final corners. Up the hill he comes, and he is going to go P2, 126.8 for the Kick Sauber. Trey now up to P2. That's going to be Josh the 3rd. Juggernaut the 4th. Williams now 5th. Meebender 6th. Oliveira starting a lap here, so let's follow Oliveira. Oliveira currently sitting in that 7th position. His teammates up in P4. These are the constructors leaders. But right now the 2 Kick Saubers are 2nd and 5th. With the 2 Alpines currently 4th and 7th. See if Oliveira now can move up. Don't forget, only a 5-point difference between Alpine and Kick Sauber for that Constructors Championship coming into Singapore. Ooh, Oliveira has invalidated. Ooh, and that is really going to hurt him, depending on how much fuel he has left in the race car. probably will not have enough time to come down pit road and come back out. So that is going to probably do it for Oliveira. Oliveira probably will not have an opportunity to come back out. We'll see how quickly he attempts to, if he does. Kugo on the racetrack now in that Aston Martin. Kugo Jr. also back on the racetrack. So the two Aston Martins are father and son. So it's always good to have a family affair going on. Kugo Jr. 420 here did win earlier this year in the Tier 2 division. Moved up to join his father at Aston Martin in Tier 1. Has slowly gotten better each week with the pace difference, but you know, everybody scores points here. So right now with 15 drivers, the worst he can do if he can complete the whole event is finish 15th, which is still good points. Add into the pits. Here comes Junior to start his final run. Oh, and he's missed the corner and he is done. That is going to do it. Now Emot on the racetrack. Can he improve any? Right now 126.6 is his best lap, and right now that is P1. All the big guns have come back on the racetrack. Josh back out. Juggernaut, Williams, Meebender all on out laps here. But we'll see how this leaderboard moves around as we get here to the end of qualifying. Cars you see right now on the racetrack are these are all their final laps here. Right now qualifying is over, so this is the last laps you'll see here. Can Emot improve any? Got his teammate behind him as Sub-Zero is sitting down in that 10th position. Out of the final corner, and Emot 126.648 does go a little faster. On board now with Josh. Sub-Zero stays 10th. Can Josh improve any? Currently in that 3rd position. Here comes the Haas out of the corner. P2 126.8. It's going to move Josh up to P2. Juggernaut now on the racetrack here. Let's see Sir Williams here. A couple more corners to go. Can he move up? Currently in that 5th position. Up to 4th. Juggernaut now going to finish his lap. Meebender also in front. Meebender stays. Here comes Juggernaut. Can he move up? Yes, P1 126.623. And the Alpine of Juggernaut is going to go P1 here. Last car to post a lap takes P1. That's going to move the Williams of Emot outside of that front row. And Josh in the Haas is going to run out your top 3. If qualifying is any indication of what we are about to witness here tonight, it should be a good one. Great ace with the grid penalty for an incident earlier, as you're looking at your top 14 drivers in the field. Juggernaut is your pole winner. Emot will join him on the front row. Don't forget, we take a 5-minute break here at IUF1. So we'll be back in 5 minutes for the start of the Tier 1 Singapore Grand Prix here in the IUF1.
Was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone. Pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find the shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold.
Alright, everybody, welcome back here to Singapore. The timer is beeping, which means we are just now seconds away from the start. Juggernaut in the Alpine on pole. E-Mod going to start outside the front row in that Williams. As we are ready. Lights are out and we are off. 31 laps here from Singapore. Into turn one. Juggernaut's going to win the race. E-Mod now, you got the two kick salvers. Williams, Trey, Josh has lost a couple spots down to P5. Now make it fourth as he battles Trey, gets to the inside of Trey. He's going to make the move on the kick salver. Trey in fifth. Meebender now sixth. Oliveira down to seventh. Gary 8th. Sub-0. Hugo, Perfect Father, Lucius, 420, Great Ace, Golly, all made it through turn one. Back up front, E-Mod, putting pressure on this race lead. 7 of the 15 started. Great Aces around on the hards, 8 on the mediums. Still up front, E-Mod in a battle here. Oh, we got a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. Looks like Kugo 34 in the Aston Martin might have got around here. Let's check out. See if anybody has gotten any damage here. See if we can get a look at the front of the Aston Martin. Don't see any physical damage on the Aston Martin. Let's look at the Haas. Looks like Great Ace survived without any damage here. Virtual safety car here on lap 1 as we start lap number 2. All drivers must keep a delta here. Sub-0, 10 seconds for speeding on pit lane. A lot of guys making stops and we are still under the VHCs. Several drivers making stops here. Let's see, Sub-0. Wing change, it looks like Ford the Williams. Drive through for 420. Gary brings his Ferrari in. Perfect Polly here. Also making a wing change, so we are back to racing. Juggernaut is your race leader. Guys, with some early issues here. E-Mod in that second position. Williams third. Josh fourth. That's the battle for the championship there. Williams and Josh come in here tied at 264 points apiece for the Drivers' Championship, and they are currently running third and fourth respectively. As you see, the strategy for if you're on a 1 or 2 stopper here, top 3 now has broken away from DRS range. Josh only one up near the front to start on the hards, and now Trey's putting a lot of pressure on him. Trey not close enough to make the move. He's going to have to stay in line here. On board with the kick salver Williams as he is looking up towards the front 2 here. This is the top 3. On board E-Mod takes the peak, does nothing with him. On board now with the Williams from E-Mod here in that PT position. He is looking at your race leader and looking back to third place Williams. Look how close these guys get. On board now with the Haas. Trey not quite close enough to get the move done. Top 5 slowly breaking away now. 2 seconds back to this little battle here. Meebender and Oliveira. This is 6th and 7th. As now the field has broken into some smaller groups. Williams now owns the fastest lap here. Lucius with a nice recovery from starting in the back due to reserving. He is already up to 8th. Golly with a great run. Ooh, looks like Golly's had issues. He gets that Red Bull going. Hugo now 11th. Great ace. Hugo 10th. Great ace here in the house in 11th right now. Gary 12th after making a stop here. Sub-Zero, Perfect Polly, and Hugo Jr. Round out your field back up front. I love this view. Blimp view here, looking down at the top 2 here as Emod still putting in all kind of pressure here. Emod still not close enough there to make a move. Emod now going to take a look to the inside. They're going to go side by side. Emod tried. Juggernaut slammed the door on him. That's going to cost Emod a little bit of ground here, and DRS might open the door for Williams to make a move. Williams still quite not close enough to make the move. Top 3 are going to stay in line and in order. Going forward with the Williams. Going to have DRS here down the straightaway at a turn forward. Down here to go. Emod not close enough. Williams tucked in right behind. Nice little battle here, top 3. Now, 3.4 seconds ahead of Trey, who has gotten around Josh. Josh still waiting for them hard tires to come in. As you are looking helmet cam here from Emod into Williams. Juggernaut, oh, race leaders. First of the top guys to pick up a penalty. Emod hard on the brakes. Great view here from the helmet cam. Take back Trey now up to that 4th position. Josh in 5th here. Meebender 6th. Oliveira 7th. Lucius. Dolly here 9th. Hugo now in 10th. Great Ace 11th. Gary here in 12th. Sub-Zero, Perfect Polly, and Hugo Jr. All 15 drivers that started still remain here back up front. Juggernaut still your race leader. And now we have another virtual safety car. Not sure what this one is. We'll see if does anybody stop. And it looks like Meebender thought about it, decided not to. Oliveira stays out. We'll see if anybody makes a chance here on lap 5. Lucius also stays out here. Dolly in that Red Bull. He looks like he is going to stay out. The Aston Martin of Hugo also looks like he is going to stay out here. Great Ace has used up all that battery. Looks like he has got wing damage, so maybe it was Great Ace who brought out the virtual safety car. He was driving all by himself, so Great Ace is going to have to bring that Haas in for service. Hopefully he can get that job done before we get back to racing, and he'll lose not as much time as he could have lost. As the Haas comes in, 4 new tires and a wing change, they're going to go to a brand new set of mediums. Sub-Zero here still trying to stay under that Delta. Here comes Perfect Polly, still under the virtual safety car here. Hugo back up front. Back to racing we go, and Juggernaut has taken off. Top 3 still together here on lap 6. Oh, Juggernaut late on the brakes. That's going to open the door. Here comes Emod. Side by side they go. Emod's going to get the move done. Juggernaut late on the brakes. Missed the corner. Open the door. Emod now is going to be your 2nd race leader of the day. Juggernaut is going to have DRS, going to try to battle back here. Is he close enough? Looking back to the Alpine. No, he's not. He's going to fall back in line. So that's going to open the door for Emod here. Emod now your second different race leader as he takes the lead here on lap number 7. A mistake by Juggernaut opened the door. Emod gladly walked through it. New race leader. Williams third. Trey here in fourth. Josh still in fifth. Me, Bender, Oliveira. Battle for sixth is still a good one between these two. Oliveira takes a peek to the inside but can't make a move here. He is going to stay in line. 6th and 7th here on your screen. Bender coming off a Champions Division win last night here at Singapore, trying to go back to back. Currently in that 6th position. Oliveira 7th here. Oh, and Aston Martin. It might be Kugo Jr. around here. It is. Yes, it is. He gets her moving again. Back up front now. Race leader Emod now. 4/10 up on Juggernaut. Oh, big mistake. Juggernaut hit the wall. Doesn't look like he lost the impact, but you gotta wonder if he gave himself any kind of damage that could hurt the performance of that Alpine sitting in that 2nd position. One, two, three here on your screen. Emod delays Juggernaut now in 2nd here. Third Williams is in 3rd here. Let's go on board to Kick Sauer. Give you an inside view here. Top 3 now 2.3 seconds ahead of that duo battling for 4th. Don't forget, Alpine and Kick Sauber come in the race event only separated by 5 points in the Constructors. And right now, you got the 2 Alpines at 2nd and 6th, and the 2 Kick Saubers 3rd and 4th. Nobody close enough to make a move here. Trey has pulled out now. To a 4-second lead as Josh has had an issue in the Haas, and you can see it. He's got damage on the front wing, so Josh comes in here tied for the points lead. Early trouble as Sub-Zero comes into the pits in his Williams. Josh now gonna have to make a stop here on lap number 9. Early trouble for one of the drivers coming in here tied for your points lead here, as Josh has to stop here on lap 9 here to repair some damage. Got the 2 Ferraris now 11th and 12th here. Great Ace in 13th after him fixing the wing, so Haas is having a little bit of an expensive night here when it comes to body parts. Those houses have had to visit pit road here for wing changes. Back up front, the top 3 stayed the same. Emod, Juggernaut, and Williams. Trey still 2.5 seconds back, but now running all by himself. Oh, a mistake by Emod. That's going to open the door. Can Juggernaut now come to the inside? And yes, he does. Same corner. Juggernaut made a mistake in that gave Emod the lead. Now Emod makes a mistake, gives Juggernaut the lead back. So move the Alpine back to P1. And Williams has yet to be kind of close enough to take full advantage. And the Aston Martin of Kugo Jr. has crashed out and brought our first full course safety car of the race here on lap 10. So we'll have to see. Josh just came in. I had to see how this jumbles up the field. Got some guys on newer tires here. Josh needed that. Needed to bunch this field back up to get back into this championship fight. Williams up here in third. So Kugo Jr. gave it a valiant effort here tonight, but unfortunately, a mistake has cost him, and he is our first DNF of the evening. On lap 10 here, 10 to 31 here from Singapore. What's up, brother? Broadcasting our league race here. Yep, tonight's our Tier 1 race, brother. Streaming it under the safety car. Virtual safety car. Actually, it's a full course safety car. Just messed up. Yeah, there's a couple things they need to fix, but do the best with what they give us. I don't know. I don't do career mode, really. I just do my league racing. Handful, brother. What was that? I don't know. It's just not something I'm into. I just practice and do my league races. So, yeah, I'll talk to you later. I got to finish broadcasting this race here, brother. Alright. Make sure everybody makes their stops. Give you a full course rundown here. I believe we're going to go at least one more lap under the safety car here. See if anybody else makes a stop. Godley has brought his Red Bull down pit road, so it's Perfect Paulie in the Ferrari. Ooh, Great Ace has picked up a speeding penalty. But as we get ready to restart here, hopefully on lap 13, give you a rundown here. Juggernaut is your race leader in the Alpine E-Mod here, currently running P2. Williams third. Kugo stays out on 11 lap Old Hards there, moves up to P4. Trey's going to restart here in 5th. Neebender 6th. Oliveira 7th. Lucius 8th. Josh, after having wing damage right before the safety car comes out, made a stop, stays on the racetrack, gains a position or two. He is going to restart here in 9th on the medians. Gary's going to restart here in P10, Godly 11th. Perfect Polly's going to roll off P12 here, Great Ace in that 13th position. And Sub-Zero is going to round out the 14 drivers remaining. All 14 drivers still on the lead lap here. So we'll see if the Williams can catch the back of the field here before we get going back to racing. If he can time it right, he might catch the back of the field as soon as they're going to green, which he'll have plenty of heat in them tires and a good running start here. So we'll see if he can catch the back of the field. Great Ace here should be able to catch the back of the field before we get back around here. We'll see if we get the sign for the safety car to come in this time. Lights are still flashing, so we are not going to go back to green. Going to go at least one more lap here. That's going to give the Williams of Sub-Zero a chance to catch the back of the field. I'm not sure what that was about. We've been to Oliveira, Lucius, Josh, Gary, Godly, Perfect Polly, Great Ace, and Sub-Zero, as he is going to catch the back of this field. Should be going back to green here to start lap number 14 here. As you see the field coming through the hairpin. Flashing lights are off of that Mercedes safety car, so we have gone back to green here on lap 14. Dragonite is your race leader, so if you're new to F1, race leader controls the field. He can go at any time he wishes once the safety car enters pit lane. So we'll see when the Alpine decides to take off here. And he is gone. He is taken off. Here we go. Back to racing here on lap 14. Juganov leads. Emod second. Williams. Hugo. Trey. Needbender. Oliveira. Lucius. Josh. Gary is your top 10. Golly, Perfect Polly, Great Ace, Sub-Zero. Back up front, race leader, Dragonov leads it. Here comes Emod. Trey has gotten around Hugo on them older tires here. Gotta wonder how quick Hugo's gonna fall down through this field. Needbender now. Josh has made a move. Josh has already gotten around the McLaren. Now sets his sights on Oliveira. Back up here, now we got the train here behind Kugo. Kugo on them older tires here. Meadbender's going to try to make short work of them. You can see the gap already forming from the cars that started behind the Aston Martin. Here comes Meadbender to make the move. Can't quite get there in time. Has to slam on the brakes here. Kruger goes wide. This is going to open the door. Neben are going to try to go to the outside here. Nice move by the Red Bull. E-Mod has picked up Phoenix and out of top two. Filling these DRS now available. Kruger now. Gonna go back to the inside of Bender here. Is gonna lock him up side by side. Look at this. And Josh is gonna throw his nose in here right away. Battle here, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Jumbo cars here as the front of the field has gotten away. Now Josh to the inside of the Aston Martin. He's gonna try to make the move. Josh pounding his way through the field now, looking to make a move on Bender here. He's going to go to the inside of the Red Bull, and he is going to get the job done. So Josh picks up several positions right there. Looking back at the carnage behind. Look on the back of Oliveira, he's gotten around, and now Gary has gotten around. Luch is now inside. Hugo really starting to pay the price on them older hard tires here. It's now Perfect Paulie's tucked up right behind him. Perfect Paulie not quite close enough to make the move. Sub-Zero goes around here. E-Mod is your race leader. Williams has gotten around Juggernaut, but Juggernaut gonna fight him back. This is battle for P2. Juggernaut gets around the kicks out of move Juggernaut back to that second position. Williams currently in 3rd. Trey now in 4th. Josh has worked himself up to 5th here. We're just past halfway here on lap 16. Top 4 have broken away. Trey now 1.5 behind that top trio. Williams, Juggernaut, and E-Mod have owned the top 3 spots the entire race so far. Oh, E-Mod goes way wide. Is that going to open the door for Juggernaut with DRS? No, not quite close enough to make the move. He's going to have to fall back in line. Now, to the inside, outside. Side by side they go. Oh, wheel bump, and Juggernaut spins around. Both cars went through there. That is going to let Josh get through. Juggernaut's going to fall back to that 5th position. Josh sets fastest lap. Now Williams all over the back of E-Mod. Commercial break has ended. Welcome back to the IUF1. E-Mod is your race leader. Williams now in that 2nd position. Trey 3rd. Josh worked himself up to 4th. He is gaining ground. Juggernaut after that side-by-side battle for the lead has lost a little time here to the front pack. He finds himself here in 5th now. Bender all by himself in that 6th position. Followed by Oliveira, Gary, Luchas, and Perfect Paulie running out your top 10. Godley running 11th. Kugo in 12th. Kugo coming into the pits. Great Ace 12th. Kugo now 13th coming into the pits. And Sub-Zero in that 14th position. Back up front with your race leader. Had 2 leaders tonight. Only E-Mite and Juggernaut had led laps here so far. Williams looking to be our 3rd different race leader. He is now slowly falling back as the Williams is really starting to come in now with them hard tires. Battle for 3rd heating up as Josh has now caught the back here of Trey. Josh gonna fall back in line behind the kick salver. On board now with the Haas of Josh here in that 4th position as he is trying to gain some ground here. He's going to have DRS. Is he close enough? He is going to go to the inside. And he is going to clear that kick salver. So move Josh up to P3 now. Gets himself up to P3 now. Finds himself 3.3 seconds behind that top duo here. So we'll see if Josh can chase that top duo down. Does he have anything for that top duo? Juggernaut here in 5th. Bender now. Nice little battle 6th and 7th. Bender and Oliveira have been going at it pretty much for the whole race. These two had not been able to get away from each other. Been fighting for that 6th, 7th position all race long, and the fight continues. But now Luchas is trying to get his McLaren into this little battle here. So now it's a 3-car fight here for that 6th position. Nobody right now close enough to make any moves. Bender's going to hold that position now, but now Oliveira really under fire here as the McLaren of Luchas has caught the back here. But Oliveira still in that DRS range, going to get a little bit of help here. DRS is open. Don't know if he's quite close enough to gain any ground on Bender to better make a move. He's not. He's going to stay in line. And sneak in here only a couple seconds back now is the pair of Ferraris here. Perfect Paulie and Gary here, 9th and 10th. Godley here in 11th. Great Ace now 12th. Kugo 13th. Sub-Zero here in 14th. Race still being led here by E-Mod. This duo still 3.5 seconds ahead of Josh here. "11 laps remaining." Williams right now in a good spot. All he's got to do is kind of hang with E-Mod here. E-Mod has that 3-second penalty for track limits here. Juggernaut picks up, I believe, his second one. So I believe that's going to be 6 seconds for the Alpine driver. That's the Kick Sauber team is really trying to make a statement. They would take over the constructors' lead as they stand now, and Godley has retired. Issues there for the Red Bull. Godley will be the second driver out here. Ooh, Emai picked up another penalty. That is 6 seconds. So Williams definitely right now in the catbird seat. All he's got to do there is just kind of stay with him. Keep that gap on Josh back in that 13th position. Back in that 3rd position. Trey 4th. Juggernaut working himself back up. He is now in 5th. Big wiggle there by the Alpine, but he saves it. This is 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Take you back up front. Williams still not close enough to make a move down this long front straightaway. Let's see if he's close enough to make a move here. Gonna have DRS here as they come through turn number 3. Through the kink, up to the racetrack. Josh comes down pit road in the Haas. Is Williams close enough now to make a move for the race lead? Emot throws a big block. Williams to the outside. Emot's going to try to protect, and he does. Here comes Williams still to the inside. They're going to go side by side. Oh no, Williams smartly just backs out, realizing that Emot has 6 seconds in penalties. He doesn't have to do anything. The good heads up there by Williams as he just backed out, gave Emot the corner, going to just stay tucked in right behind him. 10 laps remaining. Williams looking to extend that points lead now over Josh. Josh is now falling back to P11, having to make a stop. So Josh in desperate need of a safety car to get back in this. Trey now 3rd. Juggernaut tucked in right behind him. So it got a nice little battle here. 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th here. As Juggernaut is all pushed up right behind Trey here. Right now, Kick Sauber having a great day here. I do believe both Juggernaut and Emot both have 6 seconds in penalty, so we could be looking at a 1-2 finish here for Kick Sauber. As Meebender now gets around Oliveira. Look at this battle. This is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th all on your screen. Nice little battle here. Oh, they all come together 3 wide. That ain't gonna work. Oh, and the Alpine gets the job at now. Look at Perfect Paulie on the inside, gonna try to make the move. Oh no. Meebender spins around. Perfect Paulie gets caught up in it. Hard racing between these 4. Oliveira's going to come out in that 5th position. Lucius now 6th. Meebender's falling to 7th. Perfect Paulie here in 8th. Gary now 9th. Josh gotten around his teammate. He's up to 10th here. But the laps are around. Running out here on Josh. Josh in desperate need of a safety car. Almost got one there with that battle. Back up front, Emod now. Got out. Oh no! Juggernaut is out. And oh, we got a full course safety car. Juggernaut got too much of that final curve, and you saw the Alpine in the background to slide head nose into the wall. Josh decides to come in. I thought maybe Josh might have stayed out there on the medium tires there to gain some track position back, but he decides to come in. Both the Haas's are going to double stack here. It ain't going to hurt them as the Aston Martin Kuga goes way back. The Dragunov, he dominated, led a lot of the early part of this race. And then the wheels kind of came off as he was battling Emai for the race lead. They came together in the final little chicane there. Dragunov had spun around, fell back to 5th, and then in his efforts to chase the field back down, got too much of the curbing coming out of that final corner on the inside, and it just turned that Alpine sideways, and he goes head on into that inside wall near the start finish line, and that is going to end his day. Could be a costly day too for Alpine in the constructors, as right now you got the two kick sours running 2nd and 3rd, but Trey just picks up a 10-second penalty. So we'll have to see now how that plays in. So Kick Sauber had a chance to really have a great day here. But now Trey picks up that 10-second penalty. They got to wonder how much time can he pick up on some of the guys behind with so few laps remaining here. So that could be very costly for Trey. Sub-Zero hasn't had the greatest of days, but right now currently still in that 12th position, so he cannot pick up any worse now than 12th place points, which ain't that bad here considering everybody in the IUF1 scores points as long as you complete all 90% of the event. So what has not been a great race for Sub-Zero will end up being a decent points day for the Williams if he can hold on the final 7 laps here. So I know everybody likes to do this. I'm not a big fan of it. So right now you got Emai with 6 seconds. You got Trey with 10. Perfect Paulie with 6 and Sub-Zero with 3. Them are the penalties right now, so keep that in mind here as these laps wind down. Everybody but me Bender now on a brand new set of softs. Six laps remaining as they cross the stripe. Trey decides to come in and serve his penalty now. Gotta wonder if that's the best scenario. He was up near the front and had some drivers behind him that he definitely had better pace on, and the possibility of some incidents behind him might have gave him a gap there to save some positions, but Trey has decided to come down pit road now. He is going to fall to the tail end of the field here. Sub-Zero is going to be the only one behind him as Sub-Zero is coming down pit lane now. Going to be just 5 laps remaining when we get back, so I don't know if you're watching, what do you think about that move? You think where Trey was running in that 3rd position, if he should have stayed out and just tried to gap some of the guys behind him to cover that 10-second penalty, or is coming in and giving up all that track position the best move for him? Now he's going to be stuck back in traffic with some cars that he has definitely shown more pace than throughout the event. So you got to wonder about on a track that's hard to pass on, and now everybody fighting and throwing blocks here to hold their positions. Now you got to wonder if that was the best case scenario. So I guess we'll see here how it all plays out at the end. So Trey has decided to come down pit road, take on a fresher set of softs, serve that penalty, and see if he can't work himself back into back near the top, and he is just running out of laps as the safety car is going to stay out again. So at least one more lap under the safety car. And now Meebender comes in, so that is going to give Trey a position back. Meebender now going to go to a set of softs here late. So it looks like we are going to have ourselves a 4-lap shootout. Don't forget, race leader now has 6 seconds in penalties. So Williams right now is going to start in the driver's seat here. So this final 4 laps here should be a good one here. So if you're watching in the chat, who do you think is going to pull this one off? I don't see, I just don't see Emod covering that 6 second penalty. With just 4 laps remaining already, a big crash happens from second on back. Perfect Paulie also with 6 seconds, so that gives a gap back. Safety car in this lap, so we are going to have a 4-lap shootout. Emod and Juggernaut have probably split the laps led here through the first 27 laps. The Juggernaut bought out the latest safety car here. And so here we go. 4 laps to determine when does Emod decide to go. And he's off, and he got a pretty good jump. Here comes Williams, but now Oliveira. Lucius 3rd and 4th. Lucci looks to the inside, can't do nothing with him. Then you got the 2 Ferraris here. Josh worked himself back up to 7th. Nothing has gone Josh's way here today. See if anything changes here near the end of this. With Emod now half a second lead over Williams. Oliveira in 3rd. Lucius now putting on all kind of pressure as he looks for that 3rd position to the inside. Oh, and they come together, and that's going to open the door. Gary gets through. And now Josh looking to get through. Can't quite get her done. This battle, Gary, great battle in position. Perfect Paulie has gone all the way up to 3rd. Now that really helps out Williams, as Perfect Paulie also has 6 seconds. So the gates have opened for Williams here, as both drivers right around him have 6 seconds. So all he's got to do is maintain where he is at and not pick up the penalty. Pugo picks up 1. Oliveira here in 4th, still looking for a podium here. Gary also in range to get a podium here in that 5th position. Josh up to P6. Can he work himself back with just 3 laps remaining? Trey's only gained 1 spot. He is up to 9th as he is behind Great Ace. Josh tried everything he can as he tries to get inside the Ferrari of Gary. Oh, Josh gets in the back, pushes a little bit. Oh, great ace. Big Wheeler. Williams is around in the back. Josh now to the inside as he looks to make the move. Gary's going to try to fight him hard to hold that position. Oh, Josh kind of slammed the door on him, pushed him off. Out of here, coming to 2 laps remaining. Now Lucius tried the inside. Here comes Trey getting back into the fight. Josh has worked himself now up to 5th. Lucius 6th, Trey 7th, Gary 8th. Williams now 3 seconds behind. Under 2 laps remaining, and right now, race well in hand for Williams. Emi with 6 seconds in penalties. He's got a lot of ground to make up here in this last lap and a half here. He wants to try to hold on to this victory. Paulie here in 3rd, Oliveira 4th. Here comes Josh in 5th. Lucius 6th, now Trey, Gary, Liebender, Great Ace in 10th, and now Kugo 11th, Sub-Zero here in 12th. Race lead. White flag this time by. Just 1 lap remains here in Singapore. Emi with the race lead, but he has 6 seconds in penalties. Williams now 3.9 back, still in range to win this one. Perfect Paulie here in that 3rd position. Oliveira followed by Josh. Josh is really trying to chase these guys down. Lead now 4.2, not quite there. He needs to gain another 1.7 seconds in this final half a lap here if he wants to claim victory here. Emi trying everything he can to cover that 6-second gap. Williams just trying to not make any mistakes here. Doesn't want to pick up a late 3-second penalty now, which will cost him as he is now down to 5 seconds behind. Josh now tucked up right behind the Alpine of Oliveira. This is a battle for 4th. This could be a podium position here. Josh to the outside. Oh, he dirt tracks the Haas. Now that's going to open the door for Trey. Just hard racing. Williams is going to win. Emi is going to cross the line in 2nd, and he's going to keep it. Oliveira 3rd. Trey's going to move up to 4th. Josh is going to come home 5th. Lucius 6th. Gary 7th. Perfect Paulie 8th. Liebender 9th. Great Ace is going to run up the top 10. Kugo going to come home P11. And Sub-Zero is going to round out the field with a 12th place finish here. As he is going to cross the line backwards. Going to do it with class. Going to score 12 place points here tonight. Lucius gets driver of the day, but wow, what a great race here tonight. Congratulations to Williams, who played everything perfectly, kept that kick-saber inside the white lines for the whole race, and that is going to bring him home a victory here tonight, the battle there from third on back, the last couple laps was just great to watch. Guys just trying everything they could to gain spots here late in the event. Williams will take the points lead by himself, as Josh had came in here tied with him after winning last week, but Josh with a 5th place finish here tonight. Let's get some for everybody involved here. Give you a rundown here. Sir Williams is your race winner. Ema is going to get P2 here with fastest lap. Oliveira 3rd. Great podium there for Oliveira. Trey's going to come back all the way to 4th, so a great job by Trey. Josh in 5th. Lucha 6th. The 2 Ferraris of Gary and Perfect Party going to go 7th and 8th here tonight. Meebender is going to come home here in 9th. And Great Ace is going to run out your top 10. Hugo and Sub-Zero all going to run out the 12 drivers receiving points here tonight. Juggernaut, Godly, and Hugo Jr. all DNF will not score any points here tonight. But saw another great fight here tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the IUF1. Don't forget tomorrow night, Tier 2 right here in Singapore to round out round 13 here with the IUF1. 7 p.m. Eastern right here on the IUF1 channel. And so until tomorrow night, everybody, stay safe, be well, and have a good one. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night from Singapore for Tier 2. Thanks, everybody.